Hi everyone. So one of the first things we want to do as we start developing our marketing model is that we need to create an agent type to represent the 5,000 consumers we have in our agent. So to do that, we'll want to use the new agent wizard. And to get to that, we'll want to go to the palette tab, and then we'll want to go to the agent library. Whenever you're looking at an agent, they're represented by the red circle with a little guy in it. So you'll want to click that, and then you'll want to select the agent. And because this is an agent that we're going to be pulling into our model, we're just going to drag it and drop it here. And now what we see is the new agent wizard on the screen. And what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to develop a population of agents, our 5,000 potential consumers. So we're going to click population of agents. So now we can name our agent type. I'm going to name them consumer. And the agent population name is filled in by default, but you can manually change it if you like. And we're going to create this agent type from scratch. So we're going to click next. And now we can choose the animation we want to associate with this agent in our simulation. And there's all kinds of different, often entertaining animation figures you can use, and you can import your own. But we're going to keep it simple. We're not going to make this guy a lorry or a forklift truck or a fighter jet. It's just going to be a person. Here's our guy, or as it's going to turn out to be, our series of guys. And then now on the agent parameters page, we're going to define the agent's parameters or characteristics. Because our model only considers advertising related product purchases, we're going to add a parameter, add effectiveness, to define the percentage of potential users who become ready to buy our product during a given day. So to do this, I'm going to add new. I'm going to call the parameter add effectiveness. And we are going to say that an average of 1% of our model's potential users will want to buy the product during a given day. So we're going to do 0.01 as our parameters value. Then we'll move on to our next page, and here we can determine our population size. In the directions, it was given to us that the population was going to be of 5,000 agents. So we'll change 100 here, and we will change it to 500. And then we'll click next. And now we'll want to configure our new environment. So this is where we determine the amount of space that our agent population will consume. And in our case, continuous space type is appropriate, and we're going to stick with that 500 by 500 pixel rectangle as the space for our agents to populate. And we're just going to choose apply random layout. It doesn't really matter exactly where each of the agents is standing or sitting. So we'll just apply a random layout. And that's all there is to it. We are now finished with creating our custom agent type. And now they show up here in our model space. One thing I want to point out is that this area here that is bounded by this light blue box, this is the area that you will see by default when you open your model to actually run the simulation. So when you do have some element that is visual, whether it's a chart or it's your agent population and they'll be changing colors over time, you want to make sure that all of those key visual items are organized in your main pane and in such a way that it looks neat and tidy when you go to run the simulation. Now here, just to see what it looks like, we'll run the market simulation. There's not much to run yet, but I'll click play here, and you'll see that there are a whole bunch of agents here. And this very closely translates to the area that the consumer agent was placed in that blue rectangle. So something to keep in mind when you're developing your models, especially when you're putting the finishing touches, that the stuff that you want to see, the stuff that's at the center of your simulation, you want to keep in that blue box. Hopefully that helps get you started, and keep up the good work.